Welcome back to Buallz and Bourbon. You may notice a couple things have changed. One, I have a new microphone. I'll be moving it out of the screen now. Just wanted you to see that I have a new microphone. It's got the cool RGB thing going on. I don't really need all that. I just need it to sound better than this piece of shit mic up here. You may also notice that I look far less handsome because my wife's birthday is coming up, and I told her I would shave my mustache for her birthday. So it had about a 6-week ride. It was a glorious, glorious ride. But it was time for it to go because it still looked like dog shit too. Let's be honest. Anyway, let's do what you're here to see. Okay? We're going to do a review of a wild turkey bourbon. This came out a few years back. It's highly regarded. There's a bunch of discussion about different batches being better than others. I have the opportunity to have 2 of them right now, so we're going to do 2 of them. And that would be Russel's batch 13. I'm sorry, Russel's 13. This is batch 4, so this is LLLC, which is batch 4. And I think this will be interesting because this is batch 5. So this is the LE, I think. Yeah, LLLE. So this is batch 5. This is one I got through a trade. And it's good. I've liked it a lot. I just haven't liked it as much as the other batches. So this is batch 4. I like this one better. But this is where things get interesting. As I understand, these were both the same batch, just bottled on different days or something like that. Don't know that for sure. Fact check me, throw it in the comments. I didn't do any research. This may surprise you. Anyway, let's go ahead and pour these bad boys. Hopefully that sounded so cool on the new mic. You might be asking yourself, is that a tiny Glencairn? Or does Joe just have massive hands? The answer is yes. Okay, just a little guy. So there you go. So this is the batch 4. Thank you to Brian for this bottle. He said I could hold on to it to do a little batch or a little YouTube video for it. So that's what I'm doing. And then let me just go ahead and pour the, Discord. So let me go ahead and pour the batch 5 as well. And there you go. So batch 5, batch 4. Shouldn't look a whole lot different. To my naked eye, they don't look different. This one, they do look a little different on camera, but I promise you they look pretty similar. This glass was from my brother-in-law when they went to Four Roses, did a little distillery tour. Just a little baby Glencairn. I like it. This one I have about 100 of because I bought them for a whiskey share in which we actually did a Russel's 13 blind of all 5 batches. Results were kind of all over the place, but I think ultimately batch 3 was overall ranked 1, batch 1 was 2, batch 2 was 3, or batch 4 was 3, then 2, but batch 5 I think was unanimously the least favorite. But once again, they're all good. So anyway, let's get on into this. Nose on the 4. Got the kind of nice turkey funk. Definitely smells older. There's certainly some oak in that one. Nose on that is very good. All right, batch 5. I should specify the nose on these glasses is not as good, obviously, in any kind of Glencairn or that type of thing that has a kind of narrow top. Helps significantly with nosing something. So I'm part of that is because I should have got 2 Glencairns, but I don't feel like getting another one. So this one still smells nice. There's still a bit of oak there, but not to the degree it is in that, and it's not as potent. Like I said, some of that is just that this glass is not as good for nosing. So it's still smells pretty good. But like I said, the batch 4 definitely smells better, but I'm willing to say that it's in a better glass. Okay, so nose, winner, batch 4. But once again, caveat, different glassware. Let's try some pump. Sorry, I gotta figure that out. Okay, cheers, mates. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to hear that or not. That one was a little hot, but I was also kind of laughing while I did that. Kind of swallowed it quicker than I would like. That one was a little hot. That's my first pour of the night. First thing I've had all night. Not that this is a lot. This is a... I didn't even read the proof, but these are all 114.8. So 115 proof. So nothing crazy high. It's actually it's a pretty good proof point. I think that works for a lot of people. Because even the people that prefer like the bottled and bond 100 proof, 105 proof kind of stuff, I think they would be willing to go up to about the 115 mark, especially for good whiskey. And then for the people that really like the super high proof stuff, this isn't so low that they're turned off by it. Not that anyone's turned off by Russell's 13. I think everyone knows that it's pretty darn good. So anyway, that sip was pretty nice. Nice long finish. It kind of hit all points in the mouth. Viscosity was really good. I did enjoy it. Like I said, I kind of choked down the swallow a little quicker than I'd meant to. Let me do a quick little rinsey. All right, on to batch 5. Nose is still a little muted as compared to the 4. It's still solid. Like I said, the glassware is not great. So these are good for shares. They are good for little samples, but they are not good for nosing. Just FYI, you can get these on Amazon. They're actually relatively cheap. So that one, excuse me, that one definitely less hot. But like I said, it was my second sip versus my first sip. Still, it is very similar, like very similar profile, very reminiscent. I just feel like the batch 4, at least on that first sip, had a little more character, a little bit more to it, and a longer finish. The batch 5 was definitely more smooth. But it's also, it lacks a little bit of that extra oomph or complexity, or I don't know. Like I said, for something being so similar, it's hard to nitpick at the in-betweens, but everyone has a preference. So, where's my little bubble saying like what's going on in my head? Uh-oh, I messed up my camera. Okay, anyway, back to batch 4. Nose is so good. It's like perfect turkey nose. Just nothing bad about it. Kind of has that little bit of funk. but definitely has that oak character as well. With the I know they did a breakdown of which is which, I think, for like how many barrels and what the ages were for these. I'll try to put them in the description. I didn't do any research before I recorded, so you can Google it too. Okay, last little sip of batch 4. Let's go down the hatch. That's really good. Like I said, the mouthfeel on both of these is actually really good. Very viscous, kind of oily, rolls over the tongue, kind of slowly in the best way possible. I think the finish on this is good. Definitely better than the first sip. It's like it's got a little bit of oomph to it, but in a good way. Like it's still a sweet, still kind of sweet, oaky, a little bit of caramel, but it's very solid. So I might have to pour a little bit more because it's a small glass, Okay, on to batch 5. So 5 is still really good. Like I said, I can't really say it's missing anything. It's kind of like a really hot girl. She has great hair, great eyes, great. Look up here, buddy. A great body. But it's like, maybe the connection's not quite there, or she smiles kind of funny. I don't know. Once again, it's nitpicking. So batch 5, very good. Like I said, it's just a little more boring than the batch 4. The batch 4 just has a little extra oomph on it. I'm gonna have just a little more. Just to wet the old tongue. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they're both significantly. It's not the word I was looking for. They're both very good. Both very solid. I just think the 4 edges it out. I do think that, going off memory, I did like the 3 and 1 better, but those are also really good. 2 is actually solid too. It catches a lot of crap for being like, it's not as good as 1 or 3. But once again, they're all so good. If you can get these at retail, I think it's 100% a buy. You don't even think about it. If you could trade up to get one, once again, I think you absolutely trade for it. I would advise, if you have the option to get samples, especially of different batches, do that before you trade for it. I ended up trading for batch 5. I think I traded like a stag and a kicker, or like a stag and some like $50 or something. I don't remember. Russell's prices have dropped in the secondary for the most part, which is a good thing. Secondary in general, when it's dropping, is a good thing. At least in my opinion, because it kind of discourages people that only flip, or that are mostly flipping. Yeah, man. And like I said, these, if I remember correctly, were apparently the same everything, just bottled on different days. But to me, it's significantly better on 4. Just smells better, has a better finish, a little bit better on the palate, a little more character. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. So, I would say, like, if I'm rating these on a 5-point scale with a 10th, I would say the batch 5 is probably like a 4.2. And then I would say actually, I'm doing beer ratings. What am I doing? So yeah, I would say it's like a 8.4. Math. See, I know how to do it. And then I would say the Russell's batch 4 would be like probably a 8.6, 8.6-ish. I think if I did have the batch 3 and batch 1, going off memory alone, those would probably be rated in the upper 8s, like maybe 8.8, 8.9. So that kind of gives you an idea of how close they all are. I think they're all very solid. I don't think you'd be upset with any of these, especially if you like turkey, especially if you like Russells, and if you like some oak. These are great choices. Once again, thanks to Brian for the batch 4 so that I could have a little sample of it. Some of the bottle may continue to disappear. I don't know. We'll see. And then the batch 5, like I said, also very good. I think I will try to target getting a batch 3 or batch 1 to trade for at some point. And then maybe do a big head-to-head with them, or do it on the side and just post results or something. But that's really all I got. So thanks for watching. Hopefully the new mic sounds much better. Hopefully the new camera, I think I've had that for the last few videos. Hopefully it looks a little bit better. The lighting is still a work in progress. The mic will hopefully sound much better. If you have comments, feedback, etc., please let me know. Leave it in the comments. If you want me to try a certain bottle or a different batch or whatever, I can work on getting samples. Try whatever you suggest. And once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day.